Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live, guys. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
What up? We're Shelter for Holly. I'm Sam. I get on the microphone and yeet and spin my dreads around.
I'm Matt. I play guitar.
I'm Dale. I play drums.
And I'm the useless bass player.
What's your name, dude?
Andy.
Yeah, his name's
You
Andy.
can refer to me as the useless bass player all night if you want. The useless one.
Everybody says that shit, man, but you listen to a
Yeah.
band without bass, and it's so hollow, dude.
Oh, we know we're
I'm actually a bass player, technically by trade.
And Josh, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Josh.
What up, Josh?
Some random dude.
Some random dude?
Yeah. It's like, come help me do this interview. I was like, all right, man, fuck yeah, I got nothing better to do. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
I was just walking by, just minding my own business.
So do you want to start with the first question?
For me?
Yeah.
I can. I'm kind of curious about the name. Now, I told Rob, I was like, listen, being in a band, I know that there's questions that bands hate fucking answering because they probably have to answer them every single time. But I am curious. A Shelter for Holly, where did that come from?
We literally play off a road called Holly Shelter Road.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes it's that fucking simple.
I thought it had something to do with an ex-girlfriend or something, but
I sheltering that bitch.
it might.
I like
She can fend for herself.
It's brought on its own identities at certain
Yeah.
points in time as the band's progressed. I mean, we've had probably several brainstorming sessions on how to turn it into like its own story and how to work with that. Some of them are cool, some of them just are like, ha. And then, we just kind of, we play off this road. That's cool. And that's what's best about it.
Right on. I like the individuality of it there, man. It's not something you hear out of, most bands with your sound. It's not, some fucking look like tree roots, like kind of decapitation, blood, guts, gore, all this bullshit, man. It's pretty cool. It's unique, man. It stands out and it sticks in your head. Like I have a terrible fucking memory. So people will be like, hey man, check this band out. I'll go out to the car. By the time I go out to the car, I forget who the fuck they're called. But, I remembered you guys. I went on Spotify, pulled you guys up. It sticks with you, man. It's a good name.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it, yeah. We try to make it legendary.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to start with a hard question here now. If you could pick one song to describe you to send to somebody with no caption and not your own song, what song would that be?
As a band or as a person?
As a band.
No, as a person.
Oh, as a person.
As a person.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well,
Now you got to think. See?
Yeah.
to define like.
He said it's gonna make you think a little bit.
Yeah, I can,
They get harder as you go.
Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears.
It would be a Britney
It would be a
Spears.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drum all day.
That's a good
That's
one.
100% Dale. That's 100%
That is
Dale.
Dale.
Yeah. Mine is Chumbawamba. I get knocked down. I get up.
Fucking
and all I do is
thumping.
drink these days.
Oh, you get hyped there. That's all you do.
That's all I do.
I don't know. That's a really hard question.
You are an OG, so
I mean, I have to.
You'd be like Rap God because you talk
Yeah, you
as fast
would.
as Eminem like raps in that song.
you know what I mean. You know what I
Anything
mean.
Busta Rhymes, right?
You know what I mean.
Either Twista has
Tom
out,
Twista.
anything. No, I mean, you're drawing blanks, yo. I really am.
Terrible.
I am. I never thought about that. That's a really good question.
We'll skip him. He's too
Fast.
busy writing our next sweet riff.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So I kind of want to ask.
I'm like, oh, dude.
That's like Moonlight Sonata Part 3.
I'm really going like,
Right, yeah.
like, okay, emotionally speaking of the manic era, I can go with this. But I was like,
Yeah, the gears are turning and the juices are flowing, man. Hell yeah. I kind of want to ask, because this is something that I always debate with other bands too. What do you guys do as far as your music? Do you start with the music and add lyrics, or do you start with lyrics and then add music to it?
we're still.
Wait, let's refer to Sam.
Yeah,
let's
refer
to Sam.
Well, we definitely start with the music, and the lyrics organically happen throughout time, and constantly are organically happening. So if that.
We don't have lyrics for half our songs.
No, we have lyrics. Okay, we have ideas, and so the ideas
just work around
the
the
same,
idea.
But like where we play, a lot of times you run into, especially being a metal band, and like just throwing down as hard as we do when we play, you end up running into times where you just literally can't breathe, or you trip over a wire, or your bass player hits you with his headstock or something, or we play too fast or too slow. So a lot of times the lyrics just kind of it's basically the same thing. Yeah, that's.
I just ask because I know a lot of times, the vocalists, sometimes they'll have like a notebook full of lyrics, just random shit that they wrote. And, sometimes they'll have a little bit of a melody to go with it, and they can pass that, and then you can put music to it. But I mean, we do the same shit. Like I'll write the music, I'll pass it to the band, they'll learn it. Me and Nestor put vocals to it, and it's a song. So yeah, kind of the same thing.
That's the process, 100%. Like, I come to the band, I'm like, hey guys, here's a whole entire song. There you go. And then they just go, okay. I'm like, great, cool.
And then we go play the next show.
Sam, like, what do we write for lyrics? And they're like, I wrote a lyric with Sam. One of my favorite lyrics we've written ever together is "How now, brown cow, bovine bullshit." It's my favorite lyric we've ever written. Because it's phonetically just like how the riff goes, but like it's fits to them perfectly well. It's just like,
fuck yeah, whatever works, right?
So that was going to go into my next question about lyrics, but out of all your songs that you've written, which one was the hardest one for you to put out emotionally?
Probably the first one, I would say.
Well, we're in the process of like dropping old songs and writing new songs in a sense. So it's like for me, it's like some of the stuff we've written before, because like technically the original only member of the band, technically speaking, is our drummer. I was brought in like later, and then it was him, and then it was him. So it's like originally speaking, some of the older songs that I didn't write at all, I just kind of came in and learned. It's like I don't have as much of an emotional connection with as the ones we've written together. Mm-hmm. So it's like for me, it's like the first couple songs were written because it's very much not in the style I normally would write or play. I play them, but I don't feel as emotionally connected to those as I do like the songs we wrote within probably the last 2 years or so. The first first couple songs we've kind of like ixnayed just because it's like they're backups, but like we don't feel as it doesn't fit our profile anymore, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like we very much kind of detached from that, moved to something else.
Like are they like song wise, are they fiction or is it stuff that's actually happening?
No, okay. Here's the other thing too. So I'm a huge death metal fan, period. Like I love death metal. Like I've always wanted to be like a death metal band, right? But like I like lyrical content in the sense of like death stuff. So like all of our content is literally about serial killers. Like everything we have is about serial killers.
So
all of our songs.
That's what I say. We're not really emotionally connected to these songs. We are doing this because we're a bunch of old dudes that wanted to have fun,
writing like horror,
and we're writing horror like music. I know that sounds callous, but like it's just. I mean, we've embraced what we are. We love being coastal NC death metal. And really, Andy, that's what you put us at? I couldn't believe that.
Well, I mean, getting emotionally attached to people like Dorothea Puente and the people we write about.
Emotional. There you go. I mean, like
I don't want to poison my neighbors with food or
to take their social security money.
I mean,
it's like for us, it's like we like to write songs just about like literally just like serial killers, death, anything like that, and we don't get emotionally connected to it as much as we are just using that kind of like think of like in my head. I'm a composer by trade. So like if you think of like songs that like back in the day people would write like Schubert, they would write like the Elf King. It's completely about like a goblin king coming to steal children off the back of horses. That whole song's written about a thematical idea. So they're more like some like thematical ideas that become songs. Or like if you think Cannibal Corpse has got songs like Evisceration Plague, it's about Evisceration Plague, like those kind of emotional connections. What I have more emotional connection to the music than I do like the song. If that makes sense, that's the best I can describe.
I mean, then who's your favorite serial killer? Then, if that's pretty much what.
We don't actually have one, and here's the thing.
I don't know. I like Ted Bundy.
No trade.
That dude was a fucking player, and then he did.
I never thought about it.
See,
There's too many out there.
We don't even know how many people this dude has fucking killed. So that's pretty freaking.
See, I was gonna say for PR reasons.
Oh, we can't
we
say
do not have a favorite serial killer. We just like
we're only
it's like think about it like a documentary crew.
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
state the facts and do it to like metal music.
Nice save. Okay. I mean, that's a very nice save there.
So, can we get some background on this latest single with Gordon Cummins? Think it is?
Yeah, that's about a serial killer.
So,
Yeah.
Like, because I
Full
wrote the
circle.
lyrics to your reads and stuff.
no, but that's the problem is we're not even
Okay.
singing about the right serial
We
killer
are,
in
we
this
are,
song.
we
We're
are,
not.
we are.
Like, I
All
wrote,
right,
like,
so okay, so this dude, Gordon Cummins, like the history of that dude.
no, nobody would.
No, like we don't need the history of him, but
Yeah.
I mean, the history of the song itself, like why it became what it is.
So like that's the thing. So like our songs are like he's saying like lyrics metamorphosize in our songs. Our
Yeah,
songs
Yeah.
will change. Like we're almost like Frank Zappa and the Mothership, but like we play death metal because like we have the idea and then it's like fuck it, we're
Just
adding this, and then just like bang, we got that now. It's just like, and we'll do that sometimes, and we'll practice like one time, like just try it, just to metamorphose the song, just to change
Right.
and feel it. We do it all the time. Like, we've got one song we've played live now for like how many years? Like 3 solid years. It's like one of the original songs. We've changed it like 6 times. Like
Yeah, we did the same
very
shit,
much
man.
metamorphosized to what we feel.
Yeah, because
Correct.
Gordon Cummings is a guy that would kill unsavory women in World War One in the black outages
during like
during
UK.
World War One, right? That's who he actually is. I thought we were writing a song about the guy that used sleepwalking as his excuse for why he was killing people. So that's why the song has like it's about
So the
Right,
answer
yeah.
is do your homework.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I thought you guys were gonna think I'm sitting here scratching my fucking head, like, wow, this shit got deep quick. You know? It's like,
Oh, dude.
like,
How deep you
fucking-
want to go,
all right.
man? I mean,
all right. So let me lighten up the mood here a little bit here. All right, 2-day festival. First day is female fronted. Second, actually, let's make it 3-day because I mean, why the hell not? I do what I want.
Fuck it.
Let's go.
First day is female fronted. Second day is national, and third day is regional. Who are your top 5 on each?
So for first day female fronted, is that national, regional, and local?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can use all 3 for that one.
Okay.
We had a fantastic.
I would have to say, I would have to put Lacuna Coil. Well, does that count because she sings with the other dude?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, definitely have to do Lacuna Coil.
I was just say Crypta. I would like to see
Yeah.
Crypta. Arch Enemy. I'm a huge
Oh,
Arch Enemy
yeah.
fan, dude. Trying to go more regional now as far as like we played with Infectorain, which was pretty sweet too as well. Fantastic. She's a fantastic front woman, shall I say? I would definitely say Infectorain because I like that.
Yeah.
they were just
Yeah,
they were
they
super
were
nice people too.
awesome.
Great.
Was that 5?
No, it's 4.
Okay, 4. So 5, we would have to go with.
debating if I want to go with like. I mean, I'm thinking like we go with Magdalene. I would like.
Yeah,
to,
Magdalene's good.
I've
Yeah.
seen them live. I like them live. We saw them live. That'd be a fun show to play with. Yeah, I mean that would be good. That would be a good lineup right there. I mean, you'd have everything array from heavy to light. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was the second category? All national.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me a band, any band.
My favorite. Well,
And this doesn't have to be female fronted.
No,
Any
Okay.
band.
there was the first day was female fronted. The second day is
I would have
national. Third day is regional.
To say Reason.
Cavalier Conspiracy. Yeah, the Cavalier guys. Whatever band they're playing with at the time.
All the bands are playing. We like all the bands. I was like, I would love to see. Good.
I'm not in this, but I'm just asking for clarification. Is it Dead or Alive
Okay.
or previously broken up bands? Can it be any band?
Oh no, it could be any. I mean,
Oh.
Kitty would be. Kitty would have been there for the female one.
Yeah.
No, actually, I mean, like, if they're dead or alive, I mean, I would love to have seen Death and their culmination
Oh, yeah.
of Death, like with like the full band being Steve DiGiorgio and everybody else within that too as well. I would love to have seen Schuldner. That would have been a killer band to have
I
seen.
mean, if we're going dead or alive, you would have to go with Prince. Like, I mean, if I could take my wife to go see Prince, I think that would just damn
Seal the deal, at least.
amazing. So,
Fuck yeah, that'd be wicked as shit. He was-
If we're leaving the metal scene,
right?
I'm like,
Oh, do
I was
it. It's
like,
supposed to be
I was
metal
like,
band,
I was like,
right?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know the rules.
I never said it had to be the metal scene.
Restricting myself. See, I was
well, damn it,
Sounds just
Celine
like
Dion,
basketball.
son. Okay, so regional. I'd have to say regional. That counts as like, are we talking like
We're
East
talking like
Coast?
East Coast, yeah.
Not necessarily. Regional is another term for unsigned, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's why I said regional.
Okay.
I was corrected once, I believe, somewhere.
Unsigned bands.
Unsigned bands.
Dude, is Dead by Wednesday unsigned?
I think they're signed.
You think so?
I
Because
think
they're
they-
they're.
Those
I
are
consider
awesome,
them
though.
regional.
No,
No,
but I
they're
think they
signed.
have a label. I
Yeah,
think they
they're
do.
signed.
I don't know if it was self-made labels because you can do that
I mean,
these
you can
days.
find it.
These small little labels.
I mean, there's just. So
I mean,
many
if Streetline
good
Manifesto is
bands,
still
like-
technically unclaimed, I'd love to go see them again.
I'm yeah, they're not on anybody's label. They are by themselves.
I was like, I know they were on Victory and they got screwed by them, so they left them. So I remember that much.
No, they're by themselves.
Yeah.
They're actually my homies. They're actually by yeah, they're not on a label at the moment.
Okay, I was saying, because Streetline Manifesto was like probably literally the best show I've ever seen. It was the hypest band I've ever seen in my entire life. I was like, what is this?
What about is Filth signed? Because Filth
From
is from
Shelby,
around this
yeah.
area.
They're from Shelby.
Filth,
Yeah.
man, dude, those
Hey, they put on a
guys,
killer
holy
show.
shit. they
I've
are
been
amazing.
introduced also to speaking with Sign technically speaking too. So I mean, we played with Filth and them, and they
Yeah.
just I know they just began with Sign themselves. But Filth would be good to see again. Yeah, I'd love to see them. Okay, unsigned again.
I can keep track of who's unsigned and who's signed.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think how many you guys have said so far. I'm just sitting here just going
I
through
think
the
we're like
list. Like,
4 right now.
War, I mean, yeah,
War,
dude, like, there's so many. Dude, thanks, Michelle.
War,
Like, that's what I'm trying to think. I
yes.
mean, there's so many bands, and
My
that's a hard
boys
top
band,
five
man.
band because I mean, you've got Waking Terror. I mean, if you
The
just put in
Forcing's
our
amazing.
Forcing
Wow,
is
Forcing, that
good.
wearing their shirt, like, the Forcing
yeah,
was
you know,
fantastic, like-
and just in our like within like
Area.
50 miles,
Yeah,
it's like
just in a little
I could put
state,
an
man.
entire festival together with.
yeah, do that, man. Because it's always been my understanding, you know, as far as like local, regional, national, it depends on your draw. You know, if you can only draw like local, you're a local band. If you can draw around your region, or if you can play around your region and have draw in those areas, then you're considered regional. If you can play anywhere in the country, you know, and have national draw, then I figure that makes you a national. That's just how I've always
Yeah,
looked
that's
at
what
it.
That's what I was looking
As
at.
far as like signed or unsigned, I mean, fuck, there's national bands that's unsigned. I mean, isn't Non-Point still unsigned, and they fucking
yeah, I
crush
think actually, I
no
think
matter
they-
where they go. You know, so I don't think it's really like that. I think it's just, you know, your
Well, I
experience.
mean, the
I'm not trying to
terminology.
debate you. I just
No, I mean, there's no need to debate. I'm just saying it's like whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying, what do you call it? you know, I should have phrased it. The homies, the what do you call them, nationals,
Yeah.
I mean, like whatever you want to freaking call it. It's just easier to say regional, so nobody gets offended or any of that bullshit.
No, you guys ain't gonna get offended by that shit, are you?
No, man.
No.
Hey, some will though. I get what he's saying. Some will get fucking irate.
So
about
I'm
it.
trying to make myself a little
like
bit
to.
educated and correct. So
Yeah,
I mean,
you
if
do.
there's backlash, there's backlash. But I'm trying to
I got
make sure
you. I
that's
was,
like
I was helping facilitate it a little bit.
Nah, dude, that's good, man.
I think that's
solid ground there.
And I guess that's where it's such a weird question too, because with what we've been doing, it kind of, we didn't really mean for it to happen like as fast as it's been happening. And we've been meeting so many cool people. We've been meeting so many new bands we've played with. I mean, just our local area here is amazing. They put on like the Gym Fest here where they featured a lot of just, the area here. And that, that was an amazing thing. There's 3 of those have happened. And so it's so hard to point to a local band because everyone's good. And that's like so cool to watch. Like everyone's really good.
They really fucking are, dude. Like the whole scene.
Success of people like that I don't even know except for Facebook posts, but are doing amazing things. And I love seeing that.
There's what do you call it? Then there's Amfest, and then there's Brewfest, and
there's so many.
There's a ton of good shit, man. It's so fucking alive right now, and it seems like the competition's died down quite a bit, man. I think a lot of people's finally started to understand that there's no sense in trying to have a whose dick is bigger fucking contest because it's a scene. It takes a village, man. If we all help each other, prop each other up, it's going to shine more light on the scene in general and get more attention on all the bands, not just one particular band. And nobody fucking wants to do that. That's dumb. That's a good way to get fucking. Well, I don't say blacklisted, but that's a good way to just get shunned by the fucking community and the scene overall. Just keep the competition out of it. And and you can see it too, man, because all these bands are sharing each other's shit. They're jumping on each other's shows, talking about how each band is killing it, sharing each other's music videos, new releases, and it's fucking growing exponentially, man. And I love it.
I love just.
Mindy said she's watching with us. Hi, Mindy.
Yeah, she's here.
And so and it's really exciting to see, and it's actually what it makes it even more fun to be part of it instead of being going against the grain or anything. Like we just love playing with any band that we want to play with. We've had so many good times just showing up where honestly we probably were not supposed to be there, but we were like, let's have a good time and play death metal anyways. And, so like things like that. And it's just been a fun adventure so far.
It kind of makes me wonder if like stuff like Spotify with the super small royalty payouts, how hard it is to make any kind of money in this shit anymore. I think it's kind of weeded out the ones that want to take it too seriously and just left all the ones that do it because they fucking love it. Do it for the real reason you should be doing it in the first place. Maybe it's got something to it. I don't know.
Well, the business model is kind of shifted a little bit. It's not so much it's more so exposing people to get to your shows, using those things like Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, to get your music and product out there. That way you can get them to the shows, and then we have merch and other things. That's what really bands get supported off of.
Yeah, speaking of
my merch,
we're sponsored by merch guy. We're gonna sponsor out my merch.
Andy's the fucking man.
Yeah. But that's honestly where we've found is the if we make a profit, it's usually off of like selling merch.
Yeah.
So
I mean that's where all the money comes from anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And that's where we use to help us with gas, food. I mean,
and that's why they have to stop me from giving free shirts away every show.
Hey man,
like, you want a shirt? Here you go. They're like, no. Like, oh my god.
Well, it's kind of hard to find that balance between wanting people to be wearing your merch at every single show and getting your brand recognition, getting your logo seen as much as possible, while not breaking the fucking bank to do it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, though, is trading shirts with bands that we've never played with before. And then, like, you get to, rock all the different local band shirts. And it's really cool every time you go to a local show to see, bands from all the way from here out to South Carolina, Virginia, all being represented all in the area with, like, local band shirts and everything. It's really fun.
Fuck yeah, it is, man.
So I think I buy a shirt every show I go to. I've got a rack right now. Like, I think I have like 38 shirts I've bought in the last like 2 years at shows, just from every band I've seen or been with, and I've literally have a dedicated, just like, here's my band shirt, like next to my closet.
So that's fantastic too, man. Because that shit is so crucial to keeping it alive. You know, venues don't pay shit. The door usually doesn't pay shit. It's that merch, so you know.
It's not the door. It's what do you call it? The tickets that you sell on your own.
Yeah.
And it's merch. Everything. The door sales go to house. You know that.
Oh yeah.
So does liquor. So does food. So it's the merch, and it's the what do you call it? If you have to pay to play, the 50 tickets that you have to put out.
Yep, we've been there.
Yeah.
The average is 20. The average is 25 to 50 tickets that you have to sell at $42 a pop. And if you don't sell it, it comes out of the band's pocket, or they don't play.
Right.
Yeah.
Point blank. I've seen it over the years.
I mean, I'm like, luckily we haven't had the issue yet with anybody.
Yeah.
We've
So
had like merch cuts too as well, but I've seen that happen. So it's like the only thing we have is merch. It's like the venue.
Okay, what I'm talking about is what exactly we were talking about was selling tickets. That's perfect. However, when you take that in mind as a band and as a business decision, you're automatically in a hole, right? You're just in a hole, right? So now you're building up that hole. And when I'm saying once we sell those tickets, we've broken even. So when I'm talking about making profit, we will definitely make a little bit of profit from the venue if we've matched what we're supposed to do, and everything's good with that. But I'm talking about like actually making money, like merch sales that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
the key, man.
Not wanting to sell tickets or anything. We don't normally have a problem with selling our tickets, so
it's always just
like
trying to make sure we can make the next.
You got to realize every show we're starting at the hole, if that makes sense. And then at that point, you either break even, and then gas money, food money.
Right.
Sam's beer money.
There's a few promoters too. It's like you reach a particular threshold and you get more of a cut too. Like, and you'll get like $2 per ticket, but if you sell this many, you get like $3 per ticket. It does help. And I know that there's a lot of conflicting views about that shit. I've seen a lot of bands going off about fucking having to sell tickets. I've seen other bands in support of it. And honestly, I mean, I can see both sides. I really can, because it fucking sucks. But at the same time, if you don't have enough draw to sell 10 tickets, you probably wouldn't fit on the show. You need to build your brand more. You need to.
It also makes you grind. 100%.
Yeah.
It makes you grind.
Yeah.
All right, so we're about that time. We're halfway through. I let the guest ask me any questions.
Actually, I was watching the new partnership with the podcast that you're working with. What's up with that? Like, if you're allowed to talk about that, I saw you posted about Facebook, so I figured it's public.
Which one?
The most latest one.
Which one? God damn.
You had that you said that you've now got it where it's like a primetime spot. No, okay.
It depends on which project you're talking about.
It's like they're all prime time.
Yeah.
So fucking big money right
what
here.
What I'm talking about is how you're networking with other, like, how's that working? Like, how's that working for you with networking with other producers and getting your product put out there too on your side of the interviewing bands? For example, thanks for bringing us on. I'm not sure, if we're at the point to where at our area, are we going to bring people to watch our show? We try to promote and all that. So on your side, where is that going, if that makes sense?
Balls in your court, big boy.
So pretty much I do have, not every Wednesday night, but Wednesday nights I do have Savage Ladies of Metal come on and we do interviews together. I did join up with a radio station at the moment, and I'm affiliated with Septus the band. So I'm doing everything I possibly can to support every scene and worldwide metal as well. So it's literally me. I'm doing just promoting everybody possible. So I do this Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I work a part-time job, and this is where I'm at.
That's fucking awesome, man.
I go to every show. I go to every show I possibly can. I do photography as well, and I just promote as much as I possibly can. If it's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok. My TikTok, you see my face maybe twice. I normally just put your flyers out there.
Yeah.
No, like seriously, or if or clips from this, I'll put up there. But I'm still learning how to use that platform.
Yeah, us
Yeah,
too.
we're-
We have no
we're
idea how
very,
to use
like,
TikTok.
I'm like buttons, videos. I don't know. Like, just take it.
And I got people describing it to us. They're like, "You got to do a drop shot." I'm like, "I don't know what that means. I got to drop my
I
phone.
mean, like
My phone's cracked as hell now." Like, damn it.
no, like every day I what do you call it? Mess around with different things. I might do a day. What do you call it? An episode of just the day of me just walking around.
Just walking around.
No, like with a GoPro and interview as I go.
Hell yeah, man! That'd be dope as fuck.
Like on the street.
Yeah.
Those candid interviews are always fun.
Go interview people in lines at concerts and stuff like that. That shit would be dope.
I was going to, but it depends on the crowd. It depends on who, like, because it's iffy. Like one of the venues know me very well, and that'd be fine. But I'm just saying, in general, it'd be very. It depends if I'm going by myself or I'm with somebody.
Right.
It's kind of hard to do an interview and hold the phone at the same time and futz around with other bullshit.
That makes sense.
Miss Jackson, I'm not answering that question. Next. It's an inside thing, but I'm not answering that question.
Oh no!
I love inside jokes. I'd love to be part of one someday.
Oh man! I don't guess Nestor's watching, is he?
That was for Megan.
Well, I know she is.
Yeah. I was hoping she's gonna be able to hop on, but
oh, they're the comments.
There they are. Sorry.
Did I see them?
Guys, sorry. Andy just figured out how to work his own computer, and now we actually can see comments. 31 minutes into the damn stream.
Oh damn!
Damn it, Andy. So hi to everybody that we didn't see in the comments. We were just living.
So to reference.
Love you, Rob. Too late now.
Whoops.
No, but yeah, I'm trying to juggle learning how to use freaking every platform to, push everybody's music and push my own stuff. Hopefully, we're actually at 986 subscribers right now. I'm trying to hit 1,000 real soon.
All right, Shelter for Holly fans, you hear that? Go help them hit 1,000. There's a
absolutely
going out. Guys, go like the page. Go share it. Tell all your friends.
Twitch, like Facebook, the whole thing.
Just YouTube would be great. Everything else.
Subscribe on YouTube.
To subscribe on YouTube, it's free. We will be doing a mystery box giveaway, by the way.
Ooh.
So anything could be in there.
Dark web box.
No.
Or something
I
else.
stay away from that. I'm going to stay away from that, sir.
Only
My
I'm
kids
not
were
allowed
watching some
to
shit about that.
box.
I had to shut that shit down really quick. But yeah, I walked
Exactly.
in. They were watching something about the dark web box, and like they're pulling out like fucking like handcuffs and a little video of it's just some weird shit, dude. Like
Yeah.
YouTube has its rabbit holes that accidentally pop up in other feeds.
Exactly.
From like Watch Peppa Pig to this weird thing, right back to Peppa Pig. Like that was awkward.
Oh
Stay away
no!
from dark web.
Telephone
We have a call in.
caller. Hang on.
So I guess my next question, I guess to you, Rob, then would be, because you asked questions. What made you want to get into this, like as like a full-time kind of gig thing?
It was actually a conversation at a karaoke bar. Since I average about 36 concerts a year or more, and we got into a conversation, and first person was supposed to do it with me. He couldn't for some reason. Second person did it with me for the beginning and then flopped out. and I'm about 5 years in. Next month it'll be 5 years.
Congrats.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've been following you for a long time. That's why when you hit me up, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Like, I was so excited to be up here.
Like as of today, it's 345 interviews.
Nice.
As of today.
5 years, that's a crap.
Hey, we're 345, guys.
345.
345.
Yeah, my bad.
So like I average about interview wise, I average about 3 to 4 a week.
Ooh. You're cooking 3 interviews a week there. Good lord.
Well, sometimes I double book myself like an idiot, but it works out.
All right, we're asking tough questions in this interview, right?
Yeah.
Who was the worst band you've ever interviewed?
Yes.
Okay, don't say any names. But, don't say any names, but describe the situation. All right, be like guy with glasses and dreadlocks. You know, but like the worst interview you've ever had without saying names.
The guy who just figured out.
Tough question, son. This is 2020.
Probably.
I still have a couple in the vault that I haven't released.
Oh shit!
Like when COVID happened and YouTube wasn't. StreamYard and Zoom wasn't a thing. It was only for businesses only. I used to preamp questions and then they video back to me, and I think I have like 2 or 3 that are still in the vault because they weren't up to snuff, to say the least. Like if you're not, some of the questions I asked, if it didn't pertain to you, you would normally skip to the other question.
Mm-hmm.
But they like read it as, oh, that doesn't pertain to us on camera, and just sent it over.
No. Like they said that out loud, like they were just like, oh,
yeah.
What?
That's fantastic.
Like I could probably use them as blooper videos, but
it's not us.
at some point, but like when like I'll message you later on 2 of them, but
all right.
That's what's up.
Well, like I'll be honest, and there was it's probably on Facebook Live somewhere, but I preamped say person all the questions and wrote me back. I'm not answering this one. I'm not answering that one. I'm not answering this one. So I don't know what the point was.
That's pretty great.
Damn. I know I think it was one of the interviews you had with us and a bunch of other bands. I still consider probably one of the worst ones that we've done personally, just because I got so fucking wasted that I couldn't stop laughing, dude. I mean, I was just fucking. It was with you and a bunch of other bands, and our connection was kind of fucked up anyway. It was before Nestor joined up.
So it was probably the first Christmas party.
I think that was it. Yeah, because our connection was shit. A few of us were just absolutely fucking shit house, dude. Like annihilated. Like I was hiding behind Ryan talking. You know, I'd look at Chris and be like, "Oh, I'm Batman," you know, because she got a Batman oven mitt. I'm like, oh, "I'm Batman." We just fuck around.
So it had to be the first Christmas party or stuff.
Yeah. And apparently you guys got onto some really serious topics, and all you could see is our muted mic with us over here fucking just laughing our asses off. And I just wanted to specify that it wasn't the way that it looked. We couldn't hear. Everything was super choppy. So we were just sitting there drunk, just acting stupid.
Shit. They're talking about.
There's like muted. They're talking about what they were probably talking about.
Controversial things.
Yeah.
And
well, yeah, man. I mean, and that's how it was. We ended up watching.
What the heck?
I went back and watched it a couple of days later. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Dude. Like, "Oh no."
Yeah, honestly, I might have to roll that back and see which one it was. But
I think it was the first Christmas party, yeah, because we were having our own Christmas party.
then yes, then it was probably the live performance on that.
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember something about that. Like I said, dude, I was annihilated. I had to stay at Mindy's till like 3:00 that morning before I could drive. Like it was one of those.
Wow. Wouldn't have been that annihilated if you left at 3:00 in the morning. Jesus Christ, dude. 3:00 in the
I usually throw up and I'm good.
Oh my god!
Like once that shit hits, the spins are gone, and I'm ready to rock and roll. But I mean, we got started like early. Like the interview was like 8,
7 or 8 o'clock,
and like we were wasted at that point.
Because it's called time zones, and I have to, work everybody's time zone in at standard.
Minnie's probably sitting there watching, like, "Oh my god, Josh, don't fucking talk about that." But I mean, it was, I don't give a fuck. Oh man. So what you got, Rob? You got?
I'm gonna say, Josh, you didn't join in. What was your most embarrassing memory of Mindy?
Okay. There's been a few. I mean, just like some random stage moments and shit. But I think probably, and I swear to God, I hope nobody I know is watching this. But and she's gonna be like, "Don't talk about this." So I'm not gonna get in too much detail. But it was we played a show in West Virginia, and we all got drunk. We all decided to get naked and get in a pool, and it just. Of course, we was wasted. I'm trying to have flashes of like what exactly happened, but I remember she was topless and I had my glasses on. And she come over,
Say what?
and so yeah, it got a little awkward. Anyway, that's about as far as I'm gonna go.
I just heard the word naked, West Virginia. That's all I need to
Yeah, dude. I mean, it gets.
So
It was a wild show. It was a cool ass show, and then the place we played, they had a big pool in the back, and like I said, we're all having a good time. We're all like skinny dipping in the pool. Next thing I know, she's topless in my face, and I'm like, "Hang on, let me take my glasses off."
Looks like you're in trouble now, sir.
I stuffed under my boobs. Talents. She had a good one. Actually about some spilled Jägermeister on a pool table. I didn't know about that one. I thought that was fucking fantastic. She leaned down and like sucked it off the brand new pool table. She didn't want to waste the Jaeger, and nobody was getting a rag to wipe it up, so she just like sucked it up. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's a good ending.
Pretty sure that slate isn't clean though.
No, I was like, anytime I do anything with anybody's pool table, even in the shittiest bar, they're like, "Yo, man, that felt expensive," and I'm like, "My bad, bro. Like, you want to pay for the cleaning?" I'm just like, "Well, I don't know."
All right.
It's crazy. I didn't mean to. Like, this is crazy. Like, you were really upset about their pool table, so that's
why
wonderful.
you drink clear liquors. Clear liquors don't stain.
Clear liquors. Oh Lord. So what about you guys, man? What was probably the most embarrassing moment of the show you guys have had, or worst outcome, like least favorite show? Could be anything.
Well, the lightest guy in a show gets dropped on crowd surfing.
No, dude. That's not. Oh, we've had a couple doozies, like real stuff. Like
we've had a couple times where like we're like 100% prepared for the show, and then like sound check sounds like, great, cool. We start playing, we're just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Some of the ones where you're 3.5 minutes in and you just already want the ground to open up and swallow you, and 28 minutes and a 15-minute changeover feels like an eternity.
Yeah,
so we had one recently where we just fell apart. I don't even know what happened. I tell you what happened. So I can't eat on show days because when I do the screaming stuff, especially like heavy stuff, it like gets stuck. And then when I go screaming, it feels like I'm gonna expel that all over like The Exorcist. Well, we went to this restaurant and I ate so much food because it was so good. So that just ruined the show to begin with. I felt like I had a stomach cramp. And so I couldn't like move or do anything, and screaming felt like I was just gonna like barf everywhere. and it just kind of like de-escalated from that, and it was just like, oh my god, can this please be over? Well, but we were the only ones that knew it, which is the best thing because everyone that there had never heard us before. So we kind of sounded like a beautiful disaster, I think, to them. While we, like that's at least that's what we're telling ourselves,
right? So you got pre-show rituals, like you can't eat like certain things, can't drink certain things. I know Mindy, she does that too. Like there's certain things that she stays away from. Like
it's checked off.
Yeah, I just like I don't know, it gets in my stomach and it messes up with like.
You guys ever drink before shows?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Okay. I know some people's bitchy about it. They're like, hell no, I am stone
Or
cold
during and after.
sober for a perfect performance. I'm like, fuck that, man. I gotta loosen up a little bit.
Well, we don't play drunk or anything like
Right,
that.
yeah.
To loosen things up.
You know what's funny though? We
It
played
helps,
this
man.
one show very recently where I didn't drink as much as I normally did, and it was like the best show I've ever played. And we were talking about that, and they were like, "Wow, we were really good." I was like, "Oh, damn!" Yeah, right. That's it. Was hilarious.
Well, epiphany.
Yeah, like,
Drink less, play better.
yeah, like, I was like, "Oh, damn."
I mean, I'll like personally, I'll play better if I don't drink anything, but I'm so fucking boring to watch. But just a couple shots, man, and I'm wide the fuck open on stage. I'm like fucking head banging, you know, just giving it hell. I get into the music so much more that I'm not paying as much attention to what I'm doing. So I'll sober up and go listen to it the next day and just be like, oh my fucking god. But yeah, at the time, I mean, I was having a time of my life, and the crowd eats that shit up too, man. I mean, I would almost rather be a little sloppy, but you know, have a lot of motion and really put energy into it, than play a perfect performance and just be totally stoic and fucking robotic on stage.
Yeah,
but nothing's ever perfect anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't really like.
I get what you're saying, yeah, and you're going to have two different types of people in the crowd too: the ones that want to hear the perfect performance, and the ones that want the energy. You know, so I mean, you're not going to please anybody. So you know,
and then you have to think it's always a once in a lifetime experience for everyone that's there, because you're never going to see that exact same thing happen again. Like, and so
absolutely,
that's
a good way to look at it. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like as a band, like I'd say this all the time. The two most important moments when you're performing is how you start and how you finish. The audience will get kind of lost a little bit in the middle there, as long as they're having a good time, whatever. But as long as you start strong and finish strong, they'll always remember that finish.
Oh yeah, strong opener and then fucking a solid closer. You can throw all your other shit in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to, Andy. Yeah, like
start strong, finish strong.
Hey man.
30 seconds later. Oh.
So I like to tell
it was good for me. It was good for me.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
45 seconds in heaven, then no seconds.
I got mine.
Sucks to you.
No, I mean, for me, it's like I want to make sure that I don't mess up as much as possible. So I don't really drink to begin with, but I definitely don't drink a lot before shows. I might have like half of a beer, maybe a sip of his beer or his beer, probably. But it's only just because I get like the stage lights make me like go completely dry. So it's only like that's good. But yeah, so I mean, for me, it's like I'm almost in the opposite boat because I'm so hyper focused on like what needs to be done. I don't even think about anything else. I just go up there. I just go yeet with my head 1,000 times.
He said yeet. It's my fault that they all say yeet now. I use that word way too much. It's my favorite word.
I've never heard headbanging explained as yeeting before.
Yeah, me neither.
You also have like the crab. You have the
yeet the fuck out of
it. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Copyright, by the way.
When you said vacuum, yeah, that's what I imagined.
All right, so this is a fun question I ask every episode now. Last Supper scenario. Who are your 12? One female has to be present. No family members. It could be cartoons. It could be anime. It could be musicians. It could be even an animal. It doesn't matter.
My 12 on an island?
No. Last Supper scenario. Who's your 12 people? One female present.
Oh, Last Supper scenario.
Oh, the Last Supper. Whose Last Supper is it? Is it yours?
That's the last one. I presume it's
12 people.
There was 12 people at the Last Supper.
Technically 12 nouns is what I think he said. Because
I mean, just because of the scenario we're in right now, I'm gonna go ahead and knock off 4 of them and say these guys.
Oh.
But so
4
like, so these guys. So that gives me what?
I'll need something pretty to look at.
I only have 9 left. Of course, my wife.
That cuts into 5.
You got to. I understand.
Like, and my kids, does that count? Like, do they come with the package
No,
deal? Like,
wait,
6,
they-
7.
I-
You just.
Like technically, I said no. Technically, I said
or is
no
it supposed
family,
to be
but your
like,
wife
is
is
it supposed to be just like fantasy shit or
All
real
right,
life?
Garfield. I want him because
like
he's
fantasy, not.
Fucking Goku. Oh yeah.
he's definitely one of mine. I would put at the Last Supper.
Because then I would have to have like.
Plus, he's a cat, and now they'll be like.
Then he hate and he loves lasagna.
Yep. Like, hey. Yeah, Garfield the cat is definitely one of them.
Darth Vader.
You want Darth Vader?
Yeah,
He will- he
Imagine
will-
eating with Darth Vader, dude. That would be so fun.
He will remote choke.
But how does Darth Vader?
I'd like to see that motherfucker eat.
He just said there.
And you get all his leftovers, so it's a win-win situation having Darth Vader there.
You would eat that? Nah, it's my favorite.
Jack Black. He's always a riot.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Fuck yeah.
Jack Black. There's got to be beer at the Last Supper.
I would like to have Alan.
Nicolas
I would like to have
Cage.
Alan Rickman.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Oh, them.
Hell yeah.
Nick Cage is Nick Cage.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, you pick somebody. Pick Garfield, Nick Cage. Where we at?
I was gonna say Beavis and Butthead and Death Clock.
Oh man, play the
Fuck
show
yeah.
with Death Clock.
Beavis
At the
and
Last
Butthead
Supper.
and Death Clock.
Yeah.
How many people? Because that's taking up a lot of people.
Seven.
He was Butthead. Death
So we have
Patrick
7.
said Step Brothers.
Yeah. Where we at?
Can we pick which Death
We
Clock
said
members?
It's your night. You can pick whoever you want.
Members come with us to the Last Supper.
Well, the female, I was going to say Selma Hayek because that's the love of my life.
That's you.
If you're watching this,
She still looks good. Like it's unreal. Like she's a
She
fucking
always looks
vampire or
good. Hey.
something. Because I mean, she has not changed.
Selma, you will
God.
always look good. 10 years from now, you will look fantastic.
I would have to say Sigourney Weaver.
Ooh.
If you want her on your basketball team, maybe.
I mean, we're talking about a supper. Everyone's dead afterwards. I would love to hear her stories about being in all the shit she's been in.
Like what was it like on the set of Aliens? You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I thought
You
that's
might
the
as
whole
well get
idea. of
James
this,
Cameron
right?
then. Instead.
No, James Cameron sounds like a pretentious douchebag. when he
This
talks,
is true.
like,
This is
Probably.
fact.
All I can think of every time someone says James Cameron is just freaking softball.
I know.
That's all I can think about. Oh, look at James Cameron run. That's all I remember.
Cartman will be fun.
Bethany McAllister said Ozzy.
Ozzy will survive past the Last Supper.
Actually, if I was to look to your Last Supper, that might be a thing. I'm like, okay, maybe we have a problem.
Man, we've hit one.
Probably,
That'd be interesting.
That'd be a good party, though.
Who's catering this supper, by the way?
That's a good question. Five Guys, Subway,
Five Guys.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
They're not worth the money.
Actually, I mean, I'd be pulling. If we
You're
could
not
pull
paying for it.
cartoons, I'd be pulling people like Chowder or Schnitzel. It's Rada Rada all the time. Like, hey, pass it, Rada Rada.
Yeah.
My man's got the whole spread set up, man. That's what's up. Fuck. So what are you guys at, man? You guys have that's like 15. There's a
Yeah,
whole
I think
cast of Death Clock. And
that's why I was asking
Oh,
who
we're
was
having a
catering.
party.
I mean, you're having a party.
that's a party for sure. Ozzy and Jack Black together, that'd be a fucking party
We're
right
gonna
there,
throw,
dude.
we're gonna throw a freaking showdown.
Shit, that'd be cool.
The thing is like we didn't even say ourselves. We're gonna be.
What's
Fuck us.
The first thing you said was,
It's like I don't want to fucking
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
me.
First thing you said.
Yeah, you get
We're already
story,
there.
you assholes.
Keep track. We're actually at 20 now.
Good.
So
What
what
do
would
you
you be
think,
serve? What would you be serving though?
Booze.
Breakfast foods. Waffles, pancakes, French toast,
Last
crepes.
Supper?
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Well, you could throw actually a T-bone in there too, 'cause that's breakfast food.
Yeah, breakfast steak.
If it could be at Waffle House, then it could be on the menu.
Yeah, my last supper would
There
have
you
to
go.
be at Waffle House, like, period.
The Waffle House.
Yeah.
menus.
So the table is the bar. at
Yeah, Waffle House would be close, but I think for my lasty, it would have to be
You always get the All-Star special. all the
pig
meats.
picking, just
Actually,
like
that sounds
really like a barbecue,
Like a bluegrass style
Not
pig
when people go,
picking
hey,
style.
we're having a barbecue and they're having that's a cookout. Because
Yeah,
there's a
that's not a
huge
barbecue.
distinction between a barbecue and a cookout. People
Yeah.
think barbecuing is when you have burgers
I
and
hope
dogs.
Well, what about char grill?
Well, char, what are you talking about? Char-grilling can use different types of
No, I'm talking about
fuel, depending on how you're
char-grill.
those are flat irons. It doesn't matter.
All right, cool. A little too.
I like to
advanced
grill.
of a joke for your.
I'll get
I'm
really
fucking lost. I don't even know
grill.
where you guys are at anymore.
Except I'm team charcoal and not
Team pellet now.
team. This guy has money to
Oh,
fuck
okay, I
himself
got
a smart grill.
Hashtag
He doesn't even
retire.
have to grill anymore. It takes all the fun out of grilling. This
Yeah.
shit does it for
Yeah.
himself.
It's
For him, like.
fantastic, though.
So last year we're gonna have
Hold on.
it's come to his house. He's got this thing that does it for him, and then we just have to whatever you want. You make.
I was like, "This is the best one you've done," Andy. He goes, "Yeah." It told me when it was done. I'm like, "Fun." I was like,
So I'm kind of curious, man. You guys got 3 singles out, yeah?
Yeah.
Gordon Cummins, what is it? What? How do you pronounce it? Yeah,
Nama.
Nama. Okay, and Hurricane.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. What's next, man? You guys got a new single you want to promote? You want to kind of throw out a little bit? You got an EP?
We're working right now. So our recordings are here at my place, and
Right.
we're working on our next single. We're looking at doing a media package with it called 24
Ooh.
Voices. We're still in the recording phases of it. Got the guitars tracked and the bass track. And then we've got what
I want to say we should
13 songs total on the album.
I want to say we got
Ooh.
14. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the idea is to try to push like a full length album with the first one out, so we can kind of be like presenting ourselves. Boom, that's where we're at with this.
Yeah.
And then from there, we at least have a good set.
How many of those have lyrics?
All of them.
moment.
they all have lyrics.
And then-
about
and then
it.
They
when
just
we-
don't have the same lyrics as last time.
This
Well,
is what we went to earlier.
That's one thing I will say in the recording process, we're able to nail down the
Yeah.
lyrics and
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
solidify those a little bit
I mean,
tighter.
I've been forcing them to write them down so we don't forget them next practice. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you guys
But,
record everything in house and then send it off to a producer?
No,
No, so my background is music production.
that's what he does.
He has
So-
Okay, awesome.
Oh
Okay.
You know, I had to say it, dude.
no, don't.
I'm getting a shirt. That
I
says
think
that.
it's on the wall. Actually, I see two.
Right,
of
yeah, I
them.
see that one. Yeah, hell yeah.
So you
Anyway,
do the whole thing in house, mix master, all the whole
Yeah,
nine.
yeah.
you guys
but-
see some
Oh,
stuff
that's
coming
handy.
I
right here,
reached
yeah.
out. Yeah, so no, I don't like for the album.
Yeah.
I'm not going to master the album myself. I mastered the singles.
Right.
If it's like a single here and there, because we're going to re-release it anyway later
Right,
on
yeah.
with the full album. I've reached out with some people. I
You
got a
few people
good
in mind,
got a good price from one, and I just got to finish the recording process. So, and that's one thing about having day gigs and stuff like that.
Right. And also
It's-
living
and
way,
timing.
like he's like an hour
Yeah.
in one direction, I'm an hour in the other, trying to meet up. At times it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So working
Sometimes
within
it's
that.
hard,
We'll get it done here within the next. I mean, how long
Summer's gonna hit. We'll be there.
did Guns N' Roses take to release?
We'll have it done as soon as
And I think another thing that kind of
Tools for your inoculum, 13
we had
fucking years.
planned to come into this year. We had an entire game plan. Like we had it listed out. We were ready to go. And then we kind of just started like picking up shows.
Yeah,
And then it was like, oh, well, because you know how long it takes to finally get that ball rolling. That whenever a show comes, you jump on it because oh hell
Yeah.
yeah, we finally get this, we get that, and so that like pushed our entire game plan off. And
Yeah.
so
We've
we,
done the
you
same
know,
thing.
We-
secretly, and March was our EP date.
yeah, we
Right,
it was
right.
supposed to be out. The EP was supposed to be out.
We got
Yeah.
busy. Well, that's the good thing about this band is that we have a lot of talents within the band, and we can leverage those talents. You know, so
Oh, yeah.
I do live sound. I've recorded a lot of different bands, and
That's fantastic.
so we're
Yeah,
able
that's a
to-
huge fucking
that
asset.
saves money for the band.
Absolutely.
A lot of money.
And then
Yeah.
like so when it
Wow.
comes so we have we're not paying to play anywhere as far as our practice space like some bands do, like the
Yeah.
storage unit kind of thing.
We have
Yeah.
a super
super
secret.
You have a
Nobody
shelter
knows
on
the
the
address. It is
A
not on the
place-
shelters.
We have an awesome place in that
A
takes
place.
care of that.
We have a shoulder Holly somewhere.
We have a
An
shelter. for
awesome
Holly.
place at a place.
Okay.
I
And
know
my
a guy who knows a guy
Yeah.
who knows a guy.
and then like my man, like okay, so my man here, he's a composer by trade because this dude has been working the orchestra program at a local
Really?
school here.
Teach
And
guitar and orchestra.
teach
by-
guitar
by trade,
and-
technically speaking.
and he's got some obviously a lot of writing experience.
Yeah.
2 degrees in that, sir.
Yes. So
they've got degrees.
He's got degrees. So the band's got some talent. He's got talents, and then Sam, he networks like the best. Yeah, he's so very. He's one of the best
frontman. Honestly, guys, Sam's probably the ultimate frontman.
Yes,
that shit's crucial too, man.
Yeah.
It's good that everybody's kind of got what they specialize in. Everything like that helps. If you get somebody really good at like just anything as simple like as understanding ads, just how to target a particular demographic, just anything you could really do research in. Videography is fucking huge right now. If you can, shoot and edit, quality material, I'm not saying it has to be like industry standard fucking music video type, but just quality material. If you want to shoot and edit your own, guitar playthrough or anything like
iPhone, like
that,
13,
that shit is huge.
It's like,
I got killer cameras, man.
iPhone does it for you.
An iPhone and GoPro, you can do an entire music video shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
with good editing, man, all that shit's fantastic.
Yep,
that's cool.
Editing.
You really don't need high tech stuff to do it anymore.
It's the same thing with studio gear and all that stuff. The knowledge and be able to have that stuff.
I mean, if you look at people like Little People, became Little People off of SoundCloud.
I feel that totally that like you can do that. Okay, so this is where to bring this all the way back to what we were talking earlier about regional and not signed bands. Okay, I feel that same way. You're right. You can do a very good job using your iPhone. You can do a very good job using programs that you buy. But you can see when someone's got that shit done. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, so that's why I put it. That's where they move out of regional to like, you can see a regional band doing great with their shit and it sounds great. It looks great. But then you see like fucking the next level of shit. You're like, oh, damn, that's why
you see a video with $20,000 worth of production.
You know what I mean? And so that's why I looped that back down to that whole conversation.
That's kind of why I specified, the just kind of promo material, just kind of extra shit to throw out, not your music videos. You definitely want to do everything you can to make that as fucking professional as possible. I agree. Yeah,
you have to spend the money on that at least. Everything else,
and just like you said, you do your singles yourself, but when it comes to the album, you said you wasn't going to master it. You was going to pass along and have it done.
No. Knowing your limitations. Like I'm a mix engineer by heart. That's where my specialty lies, is mixing, not mastering. So that's a whole other skill set.
Gotcha.
I'm a mixologist. I know how to mix different liquors in one cup and drink that shit at the same time. I have a degree.
So you're just saying you're a bartender, okay?
Very useful.
Mixologist. It's just a fancy way.
That shit is handy, man. That shit is cool as fuck. I know whenever we had band practice, like Mindy's girlfriend, she's not technically a mixologist, but she can mix a fucking drink, dude. And it's always cool. We'll come to band practice, she'll have us all like different mixed drinks and stuff. We had something. I don't even know what the fuck it was, man. It was like the new strawberry cream Dr. Pepper, and I don't know what the fuck she put in it. Vodka, maybe. I don't know. But it was phenomenal, man.
That sounds phenomenal.
Just handy to have.
Peaches and cream.
I don't know what the
fuck.
Use a little bit of
drinks.
Little of that.
It did the job, man. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, before we actually wrap this up, do you have any messages you want to say to your fans?
Thanks for being fans. We're glad you appreciate us. We're glad you like our music. We're glad you come see shows. We appreciate you seeing every single one of you everywhere all of the time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dale?
Yeah, what he said.
No, we do appreciate all fans out there. We appreciate it's awesome just to be able to get on stage and perform for them, and that's why I'm in it, because I love performing.
Yeah,
there you go.
And I definitely told I would. I definitely want to say something that is really cool, and I'm going to shout out Bear with this one. I want to say thanks to all of our fans from all generations that follow us. It's been really cool seeing younger people out and the population of younger people that are enjoying death metal and heavy metal and coming out of these shows, like, and it's really cool. So I want to say thank you to all the young Shelter for Holly fans
and the parents for bringing
them, and that's
there you go. That's
protection.
And thanks for wearing ear protection. But thanks really, Shelter for Holly fans. They're like the coolest. I love seeing like the shirts and stuff, and they're always the nicest people to talk to and all that. And so I love that. Yeah. So thanks to all of them. Patrick, I love you, brother. Hopefully I survive. They're gonna have to cart me out of this room on a stretcher because I've been sitting here for so long.
Oh shit!
So, do you have any shows you want to announce?
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna say.
the next show coming up we've got is with Tala. We're actually playing with.
Ooh,
I'm trying to pull
that's a
that.
good show.
Yeah,
man. Here you go. Got
Fuck
the merch
yeah.
ready. Playing with them in Mo After All with Tala May 13th, which is a Saturday for $17 a pop for a ticket at Hooligans. We have another show coming up 6/23, which is, I believe, a Saturday as well. It's not a Friday. Friday the 23rd at 10th Street Grill and Restaurant in Surf City.
10th Street Pub.
Pub,
something like that.
Oh, that was Grill and probably
Yeah.
Pub, Grill and Restaurant down in Surf City. It's actually the first time we've played there. I didn't know they had metal shows there. But that's kind of exciting. We're playing with
It's their first
yeah, we're playing in Bleed Them Dry, Until They Bleed, Drum Black on the other one. Oh gosh. There was like 5 bands playing there. I'm dropping it right now. That's on my phone
You
out.
gotta break the digits out, man.
Also in the Barzar in Wilmington in July with Lazy Ass Destroyer, which is like a super group of like who is it?
Green Jelly.
Yeah, Green Jelly and somebody else together. Like there's a super group of people coming through. So that's gonna be a really fun show.
Oh
And
yeah.
then we're sitting around and playing at
Dale's birthday party.
Dale's birthday party at the Backyard Tavern.
With Dunmaru again.
With Dunmaru.
And Curb Trip.
Curb Trip.
Shades of Bread.
Shades of Bread.
Mindy, I am down. I think it'd be fantastic.
7,
8.
Eight.
Yeah, I think it's 7, 8. Yeah, July 8th, Sneed's Ferry, Backyard Tavern. We're doing his birthday bash along with my wife's birthday as well, and having Curb Trip, Shades of Bread ourselves, and Dunbury come out to play for that show. And then we have one show in Virginia coming up at Scandals Live. I don't remember.
I have no idea what's happening with that show.
Yeah.
We'll fucking work it out.
I was like, but that's that.
One of those, man.
And then we got hiatus for a bit of time to give some break for families, some surgeries, some medical stuff like that. Also, top that, record some stuff if we can at the same time, and then kind of hit August, September strong. Kind of already getting ready for live shows or already having the EP
season.
ready, festivals, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got a busy year.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Staying busy,
Awesome.
man. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep it fucking going. Keep that hustle. I love it.
Yeah.
And we need to drop all
You
your
got anything else?
socials.
Oh yeah, so we've got most of our socials are a shelterforholly.nc. And if it's not .nc, it's just a Shelter for Holly, and it's going to be everything. We've got Linktree, we've got YouTube, we've got Reverb, we've got Bandcamp, we've got
Instagram.
TikTok, we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got like everything under the sun you can think of probably at this point in time.
You
But
can
all of our
s-
handles are a Shelter for Holly or shelterforholly.nc. And our email, if you want to book us or ever have us come out to play a show or ask questions about shows, is also a shelterforholly.nc@gmail.com.
Yeah, and all our music
Man,
can be
it's got
found on
this
the
shit.
screen. Yep.
Yeah.
All our music can be our 3 singles, Hurricane, Nama, and our latest, Gordon Cummins, can be found on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora,
Title.
Deezer, Tidal, wherever, Amazon Music, you're
YouTube,
at
technically.
YouTube. So
While you're on YouTube, go subscribe to what you're watching now.
Concert Junkies.
Concert Junkies.
And it's fantastic
So,
too. I mean, I highly recommend you guys go check it out. Anybody watching right now, I was listening to him before we actually came on the show, just so I could kind of update myself, and have a general idea, so I knew somewhat of what the fuck I was talking about. And I was fucking impressed. I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. Definitely Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Go check out Shelter for Holly, man.
Thank you guys for having us.
I got a drink.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, we're gonna end up out your guys playing with your guys too, man. I know we will. I was saying, I saw Mindy said, come watch us play soon. Maybe we'll play soon together. You know how
I
that
hope so.
goes. We're all working this area, and that's why I was really excited.
Small
to-
team.
Yeah.
Small scene. It's bound to happen.
Thanks
sooner
for
or later.
hooking that up for everything, man. I appreciate
we
that.
really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome talking to you guys, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, we'll see you.
You guys have a great
Any
night.
last- All right, thank you guys. Much love to the family. Keep it all for family. Love you guys.